Something that starts with a C.
I'm gonna have more pocket. Concussion pasta. Things have like more pocket colors.
Concussion pasta.
I'm gonna crack.
I'm sorry, you scared me.
Oh, it's still on time.
See any bubbles forming?
No, but it's like shaking a little bit.
That's because I was bumping it.
Oh. No, it's still shaking.
Because the camera's moving.
I don't know how much memory I have on these iPads, so we might not be able to film the entire thing. This is very exciting. It's kind of like watching water boil.
You have to start timing it like once the water
Oh,
boils.
oh,
right?
I see some bubbles. Anyone see some bubbles?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay,
point,
so run
Josie.
it
So you
to
might
like-
want to start when it
Yeah,
actually starts boiling.
Stop. Why? Stop and clear, and then Stop. And then no. Stop.
We're gonna get a
All right,
really.
it's
And
boiling.
we start it when it boils. So now
It's
start.
boiling.
Start, and then we stop it at.
What?
It was 6 minutes, by the way.
Okay.
It's kind of slanted.
I think you can let it go longer to see if it freezes, and then Josie, then just cook the other pasta
bubbles
for
are
the
forming.
like. Let's say it goes for 10 minutes. Just cook the other pasta for 10 minutes tomorrow. See what I'm saying? So
Just even if it freezes.
I don't think it's gonna freeze that fast.
Okay.
So one of the things to think about,
Amazing recording of just people
I
arguing.
know that like the whole fact that water starts to boil on its own is probably really hard for you to understand, right? And then like that's number one, and then the fact that the temperature starts to drop is also really hard to understand. And then the fact that it freezes, like there's three things going on that are really hard to understand.
It looks it looks less yellow than before.
Does it?
It's
It does.
losing its color.
I think it's because it's covered. Look how it's covered in bubbles.
Oh, that's weird. It's like furry.
Just like my dog.
So bubbles when so Josie, when water boils, the bubbles form at they're called nucleation sites, and they're like places where it's rougher, like a rougher surface.
Like if
And-
you have like seltzer, the bubbles come up out of like
Exactly,
little-
exactly. And so if it's a really smooth surface, the bubbles have a harder time forming because the pasta's so rough. Like that's where the bubbles are forming.
The temperature is going down. I see it.
Is it? What's it going down to?
It just is at like 18 now, like 19.
Can you guys hear my pump got louder? So it turns out water vapor is really, really bad for the pump.
Oh whoa, that's so cool.
So my pump is struggling. Why is the pasta rising? What's making the pasta rise?
bubbles? Yeah.
So it's like being held up by all the little bubbles, right? And then when it reaches the surface, the bubbles pop. And
That's
it
a
sinks
lot
right
of
down.
little bubbles. Wait, what's our time?
Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's
2 minutes. Wait, has anybody done this one before?
uh-huh.
Oh. Has anybody done ice cream?
So much for being
Yep.
original.
Has anybody done mini watermelons?
Yep.
Whoa.
Has anybody done big watermelon?
Are any of
anybody
our
done-
experiments
Well, there's a
original?
limit to how big your watermelon could be because
That's so cool.
Has anybody put toothpaste in there?
toothpaste. No,
Do that.
whipped cream's kind of fun too.
That's
What is?
I'll bring in some whipped cream. That's fun.
What does whipped
he's
cream
bringing
and
it in though.
what does whipped cream and ice cream do?
Well, I'm not going to reveal it because they're doing ice cream for their experiment.
Whipped cream just sticks in Polytechnic.
I think I know.
It's really.
I feel like it's gonna freeze.
You know what's interesting that I noticed is that, and maybe it's about this bubbles forming. When we just had water, do you guys remember that it bubbled, but then it like stopped, and now like there's a lot more bubbling happening, and I think because it's easier for the bubbles to form on something.
This just came out of this or something.
What is that? Oh, that's okay. It's just this.
Just a.
Oh, it's just attached to the magnet.
Oh.
So we're down to what, 12 degrees?
Yeah, and we've still got like 3 minutes left.
That's cool. It'd be so fun if it freezes.
That would be awesome.
So what do you think is going? Do you think that the pasta's cooking?
I know. I think really. I think it needs heat to cook. But then why can't you just like cook it if it gets really hot?
I don't understand why it boils.
Why can't
when
you
it gets
what?
so cold, though.
I think it's like I think it's hot water, but it doesn't necessarily need 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Right. So that's the question: is like what is special about boiling, right?
It like.
I think it's just like a good hot temperature.
I think that's it.
I think boiling.
In fact, have you ever noticed? I don't know on the box of pasta if it says this. some recipes say high altitude directions. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
And it's because, so the whole thing is that
Different places.
boiling
are
point is sort of the hottest you can get water, right? You can't get any hotter than that because otherwise it turns into a gas. And what happens as a higher altitude is the boiling point is lower. So you go up to Denver and it's like 95 degrees instead of 100. And so it takes longer to cook things because everything's at a lower temperature.
And I think the outside is gonna get all like squishy and stuff, but the inside's just gonna be raw.
Oh look,
I
water
think
just got
I
out.
think it's gonna get harder. Pasta, that's what happens. You keep it in your mouth for a long time.
Oh, I used to do that when I was little.
No, no, that's in the jar.
It tastes like weird, and then but you can like go like that.
Oh, the water just exploded on the glass.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
There's water on the outside of the.
What's our temperature?
We're at around 10.
Yeah,
or
10.
11 degrees.
I think it's
It
11.
hasn't dropped that much. has it?
No, it's 12.
What? How many minutes are we at, Sash?
We are at 450.
The experiment's been going for 6 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, because the recording's been on for 6 minutes.
Yeah, but it hasn't been boiling. And when you put in pasta, you should put it in when it's boiling water.
Oh, yeah.
I would say let it go another 5 minutes. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if
Okay.
because I think we need to see if we can get it to freeze. Yeah.
But if you
Oh,
get it
that's-
to freeze, what if it like uncooks?
I know they have to like take all the water.
Ow.
Do you need to sit on top of this pile?
Ow, this hurts.
Do you want me to hold it for a minute?
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, wait, nothing's happening now.
I think it's starting to freeze. Do you want me to hold it?
I don't care. Either way.
It's all right to cry. I make something out of it.
Whoa! Wait.
It's from Free to Be
Yes.
I used to watch that, like,
all the time.
they're like, let's check if you're a girl or a boy. And then they went down, and then they looked at their socks. And they're like, you have pink socks, so you're a girl. And I have blue socks, so I'm a boy.
No, we have like just the CD version where you just only listen to it. So it's like, oh, you want to be a firefighter? I want to be a cocktail waitress. That means I'm a girl.
Josie, can you hold it now?
Yeah.